Alright there, welcome back and thanks for clicking on this video. So today, it's Friday. I'm getting out of work a couple hours earlier and I've drove over to the Lake District. I've came down to Patterdale where I've parked at the Patterdale Hotel, paid me £10 for overnight parking, and I'm off out to do a solo wild camp, which will be my first for 2025. Yes, so first camp of 2025. And may I add, it's not for the want of trying. I'll get into it a little bit later on as for what reason why. But anyway, I came out today and it's cold. The weather forecast for today was supposed to be sunny spells. The wind's supposed to get up a little bit, up to around about 20 mile an hour with 30 mile an hour gusts where I'm going. So at the minute where I'm currently at, there's barely a breeze if I'm being honest with you. But that could change when we get up here. Arnison Crag. I'm just keeping it low for today, just a steady away one, just to get us back out and get back into it. Got a gateway here. That's Glenamara Park. You can walk through there and head back towards Glenridden and you'll pass a little town called Lanty's Tarn. I've never been to it, but I may keep that one for the summer months and do a little walk round that way with the wife. Because she's not into the hill walking. She likes the flat walks, but too much for her getting up the hills. This route up to Arnison Crag, it's just under a mile, but it's very steep. So just steady away, take me time. Yeah, today it's a bit like Groundhog Day. If you've seen the movie, where the main character he wakes up to the same day every day, and that's what this walk's a little bit like. But like I say, I'll explain later. Yeah, coming up here, it doesn't take long before the views start opening up. Just over my shoulder here, got Ullswater Lake, and then just over here, Place Fell. Over there, Glenridden, Dodd and Sheffield Pike. And just behind us, behind this wall, you've got Burks. Yeah, you've got some kind of views when you get up here. A good all round 360 degrees. Yeah, when I was driving over the 66 and I was just passing Blencathra, I was just looking up onto Blencathra and there's still bits of snow on there. I read the weather report this morning for Helvellyn. Apparently Striding Edge, the snow's cleared off that now, but on Swirral, it was still winter conditions on there, and they recommend to use crampons and an ice axe. Whew. Yeah, we're just about hit the steepest section of this walk. I'll give you a look. All the way up here. like I say, it's steep, but it's only a short walk, so got time to take a breather and admire some of the views behind you. Just walking up alongside Oxford Crag here, and just over here there's Burke's come into view. There is a route up the front of Burke's there, go up and onto the top and then bear left and come round onto Arnison Crag, but I haven't got much time today, so I thought I'd just come up this route, keep it simple, take my time, one step at a time. Yeah, the more elevation that we gain, the wind's getting stronger, so that 20-mile-an-hour forecast might just be right with the 30-mile-an-hour gusts. Yeah, so this is Oxford Crag. Yeah, some decent views now. Burkhouse Mill come into view there. And then looking over in the distance there, that'd be Stybarrow Dodd. Yeah, cracking views off here. In this direction over here, I'll be heading towards Angletown Pikes. Yeah, just looking over there in the distance, I can make out Swart Beck, which heads up from Greenside Mine. I don't think the camera will pick that up. I'll try and zoom in and see if I can get a closer shot of it. I am knackered now. This is a steep one, this. I'm been very well through the week either. I've had the lurgy. Just starting to get rid of it now. Still got a sore throat and that, and the sniffles. Just looking up here. Some nice blue skies there. Looks promising, doesn't it? Yeah, like I said earlier, I think the temperature today is around about one or 2 degrees. So when we get up here and you've got those 20-mile-an-hour winds hitting you, I think it's going to have a chill factor of something like -6. I think that, looking back over there, I think that might be Little Mel Fell. Right, it's a tough one, this, like. Doesn't have to take the wind out your sails. Yeah, that's where we're heading. Just up there. Not far now. Yeah, I can just make out in the distance there, Catsley Cam. Poking its head up above the other mountain tops, and then I can just make out Helvellyn, and that's still got a good covering of snow. Aye. that tree up there, it's grown sideways out of the rock. Yeah, there's another faint path here, which just leads off the beaten track. Takes you on top of this little bit of a hill here. I've just been up to scope it out, see if there's any alternative camping spots away from the summit. I'm just looking through this gap here. You see the sunshine there. That's hitting the top of Angletown Pike. Yeah, so like I just said there, there's a faint path here. Just if you follow that, and it takes you onto another little hilly bit over there, and just below that there's a couple of flat areas as well if you wanted to pitch a little bit lower down, or if you got up onto Arnison Crag and there was somebody already pitched there. We're going to head off in this direction though, and then follow the path round and get up onto Arnison Crag. Just make out the sunshine there, catching the side of Burkhouse Moor, and I can make out the path there that goes up to the hole in the wall, and then that leads you up onto Striding Edge. Done that a couple of times before. These are all the views opening up now. Looking up there, that's Stony Cove Pike. I camped up there. I'll leave a link in the description to that video because it was a pretty decent camp, to be honest with you. And then just here, that's Hartsop Dodd. Just in front of us running up here, that's Hartsop above Howe. And then just behind that, that'll be Middle Dodd. Yeah, so you've got the two valleys. You've got the Deepdale Valley, which is this one closest to us, and then the Dovedale Valley. If you walk up the Dovedale Valley, that'll take you up to Dove Crag and the Priest Hole. Yeah, I've kipped in there as well. I can just see there, that'll be St Raven's Edge. I've camped, no I haven't camped up there, I walked up the Stony Cove Pike via St Raven's Edge. And just behind us here, Burkhouse Moor, and then that'll take you up onto what you call it, St Sunday Crag, and then beyond that you've got Fairfield. But make out our path here. We're just going to head up that and up onto Arnison Crag. Look at that, man. See High Street in the distance there, and that one there, up there, Grey Crag, Angletown Pike in front of us, and then Placefell just there. Absolutely stunning. And then looking over here, you'll have I think it's Dove Crag and Hart Crag. Look at the light over there. Class. Yeah, that's looking down into the Deepdale Valley. Yeah, it's looking stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Anyway, let's get up and get tapped out. here we are, top of Arnison Crag, 433 metres. Class, and the views off here is absolutely stunning. I'll give you a 360 now. Right, let's go and find somewhere to pitch the tent. There's a fantastic little spot here. If it was really windy, you've got rocks either side of you, there and there. But not great views. I want to try and get a view of the lake. So, how then? I know there's a couple of spots around here because I was at one of them not so long ago. Well, I was at both of them not so long ago. Just down here. This is one of them here, and the other one's just up here. Yeah, just here. Then that'll be my view down there. Place fell there. The colours in the sky, man, look fantastic. Absolutely stunning. Anyway, the yellow wind caught my breath there. I'm going to get the tent pitched. Right, that's the tent pitched. I'll give you a quick look around. That's my view there. That'll be looking out the door onto Ullswater and Place Fell over there. Then you got Sheffield Pike, sorry, Glenridden Dodd and Sheffield Pike in that direction. So yeah. Not bad. What I've done is I've checked which direction the wind's blown from, and it's blown in from an easterly direction. Normally I would put my foot end into the direction of the wind, but if I'd done that, my door would have been pointing into these rocks here, and I wanted my door pointing into the direction of the lake. So what I've done is I've turned my tent round and put the head end into the direction of the wind. It's the next smallest part of the tent, so but anyway, that's going to be absolutely spot on, that. Right, I'm going to get my gear in the tent because it's 5 o'clock, the sun's gone down and the temperature's starting to drop, so I want to get all my gear in, get set up, and then I think I'll make myself a brew and then we'll have a big crack. Right, that's me in the tent now, out of the cold. Like I say, I was losing daylight because the sun had gone down, and since the sun's gone down, so's the temperature. It's absolutely freezing out there now, and the wind's picking up. But on the way away today, it was about 1 or 2 degrees. So with that wind now, I'd guesstimate the wind being around about 15-20 miles per hour. So with a wind chill, you're looking at probably about -1, -2 degrees. So I've just literally chucked all my gear into the tent. I'll show you it all. So a couple of stuff sacks there, one with all my down gear in, my down jacket and down trousers, One there with my nightwear in, my thermals, socks and hat. I've got a fleece jacket there, my sleeping bags at the bottom, my sleeping mat. And then here, what I'm sat on is the Thermarest Z-Lite closed cell foam mat. I'll tell you what a difference that makes. Just getting that down on the 10th floor and getting your backside off the cold floor. It's absolutely brilliant. Now I can just sit and take my time and get all my gear set up, which is what I'm going to do. So, yeah, I'm going to get sorted. Right, that's all my gear set up there. What I'll do is, I'll first show you what food I've got for tonight. I've been buying this nice little Osprey little bag here, so I put all my coffee in there, my food, cereal bars and everything. So I'll open it up and I'll give you a look inside. So I've got some coffee bags there, Taylor's coffee bags. Been enjoying them at home. Got a hot chocolate. A cereal bar for in the morning, and a little bit of flapjack there. I've got a Ginster's meatball marinara bake there, just to snack on. Some Uncle Ben's spicy chili rice. And down here somewhere, and I find it. Down here. There it is. Hang on there. Set your back up. Some Stag Dynamite hot chili. So that'll go with the rice for me evening meal. And I've got a mince pie, a sweet mince pie for afters. And a Yorkie! Hey! Got some of these off my daughter Taylor for Christmas, so yeah, the good old fashioned Yorkie bar, solid as a rock. So I'll have that later on with a nice cup of coffee, or I may have it with me hot chocolate. We'll see. I'll quickly chuck all this back in the bag for now. Yep, nice little feast. Aye, that little bag's absolutely spot on. Another change that I've made since Christmas is I've decided to go teetotal. I've stopped drinking alcohol. I haven't touched a drop since New Year's Eve. So I've been trying the non-alcoholic stuff. I've had a bottle of red wine from Asda, that was alright. And I've got a couple of tins of beer here, brew dogs. So I've got the Brewdog Punk AF and the Brewdog Wingman Session Pale Ale. So yeah, and to be honest with you, I'm not really missing the alcohol. I wasn't a big drinker to start with, so people say, why you don't drink a lot, so why stop? And my answer to that is, well, I don't drink a lot, so why bother? So I'm not saying it's going to be forever, but for now I'm teetotal. So I'll just see how long I can keep it going for. Anyway, getting to my gear, I'll quickly show you my sleep system when I jump off it. So, like I've already shown you, there's the Thermarest Z-Lite mat. And then I've got the Thermarest Neo Air Extra mat, the Mountain Equipment Helium 600 sleeping bag, and the Cedar Summit Aeros pillow. Now, this is new, this, when I get it out. So, the other pillow that I've got is a regular size. I've gone for the large size there, yeah? So, should hopefully give us a bit more comfort. I've got my bag here with all my electricals in. I've took the brain off my rucksack. That's got my first aid kit in, some gloves, some mitts are in there, my head torches in there. So, and I've already showed you all the crap at the bottom of my tent. I've got a bottle here. That's if I need to go for a way through the night, saves us getting out the tent. I've got the good old Yeti mug there. Absolutely spot on that. And my coke set, which is the GSI coke pot. And inside there, I've got a GSI pot that I use for boiling my water. I've got the MSR Winpro 2 stove. A little bit of soldering mat just to protect the bottom of my tent. And I've also butchered a little chopping board there. I can use that as a flat surface for standing the stove on. So yeah, absolutely spot on. Right, I think I'm going to get my thermals on and get my down gear on and get warmed up. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Right, that's me and all my down gear there. Got my down booties on there. My down trousers, down jacket. Nice warm fleece top underneath, so I'll sharp warm up now. Anyway, I'm going to make a brew. Well, I've just come out there, quickly check my guidelines. I haven't checked them since I put the tent up, so the tent should have settled in now. So I'll go around and give all them a check. Aye, everything's spot on there. Aye. Cold night, tell ya. Yeah. I can see the moon here. See the moon. Bit of cloud coming in now as well. A few breaks in it, like I can still see the stars. But oh, I'm gonna go back in. It's freezing. Oh, bloody hell. Just been out there and checked the wind speed. It was averaging about 17 miles per hour with maximum gusts of 25 miles per hour. The temperature's 1.1 degrees and the wind chill was minus 5.9. So yeah, really cold. Anyway, I'm going to make a brew now because I still didn't make one, so I'm going to pop the stove on and knock a brew up. Hey, well, that's the stove on there. I'm absolutely gutted. I forgot me milk. For me Taylor's hot lava Java coffee bags. I'm gonna have to have black coffee. Oh, damn it. There's always something in there. You always forget something. Aye, it's canny bitter outside. Oh. I'm getting a bit peckish now and all. I think I might make me brew And I think I might cook my food and have that now as well. And then I'll have maybe I might have a can of my non-alcoholic beer. And then later on I'll have a coffee and a Yorkie. Yeah. I enjoyed that walkabout today. It was canny. Little tough one, but it was okay. Yep, the old coffee bag there in the old Yeti mug. The old gripper's on there. I've had some water. Just put my head torch on because I cannot see. Leave that to brew for a couple of minutes. Stick it in my boot. My eye. Hey, well, that's had a couple of minutes to brew there. Give it a squeeze out. Oh, yes. Rid of the tea bag. Tea bag? Coffee bag? Into me rubbish bag. Well, give this a try. Black coffee. I'm not normally a fan, like. Oh, it is still nice, though. Oh, very rich. Nice. That's proper coffee, that. Oh, very nice. Put the lid on that. That'll keep that warm. And then I'm going to make me food. Alright, so I'm going to have my can of stag chilli. The old saucepan here. Crack this open. Right, got the vent open there. Just don't gas ourselves. But yep, there's the chilli on the go. Better turn that down, otherwise it's going to stick it to the pan. Yeah, that's what I like about this stove. It has a really good simmer control on it. Spot on. Give the rice a good break up there. Got a touch of water to that pan. See? Right, what I'll do now is I'll put the Uncle Ben's rice in, mix it all in and let it all warm through. Right, it's looking good, that. Yeah, I'm ready for this. Starving. Ooh. Well, let's give this a blast. Oh, it's spicy. I'm going to open the can. I'll try this Brew Dog Wingman. Pardon me. Oh, it's not bad at all, that. Not bad at all. Right, I'm not going to film myself eating all this. I'm going to knock the camera off a bit. Have this food. Have a can. When I'm done, I'll get back to you. See you in a bit. Hey, well, that food was nice. Yeah, just going back to earlier on today when I was walking up here, and I said it was my first camp of 2025 and not for the one to trying. And then another comment I made was it was like Groundhog Day. Well, over the last few weeks I've been sort of struggling, like, not to get out and do a camp. My enthusiasm's there, everything that way is okay. Like, I can sit at home, I can plan my camps, keep an eye on the weather, watching other YouTubers. I absolutely love it. But there's been 2-3 occasions since Christmas where I've sort of failed miserably, and I kind of put my finger on what's happening and what's wrong. But I'm just going to be open, and hopefully there's some other people out there that have the same issues as what I have. So I'm just going to put it out there. So I'll start from the beginning. About 4 weeks ago, I planned a wild camp up on Stone Arthur. The build up to it through the week, absolutely spot on. I couldn't wait for it. Got to Friday night, and it was like a kid at Christmas. I couldn't wait. I had all my gear packed and everything. Got up early on the morning, and I went over there, set off over to Grasmere, pulled up in the lay-by. I got there pretty early so I could get parked up all right. I had a walk into Grasmere, and I went to a coffee shop and had a coffee and a bit of cake and that. Walked back down to the van, and then I set off walking. Loved the walk up and everything. Anyway, I got on top of the fell for about 3 o'clock. There was a couple of people sat around, so I just stood and hung around for a little bit. There was nothing to say because it was all clagged in. Anyway, when they went, I pitched the tent at about 3:30. So I finished pitching that, and then I looked at my rucksack to get my gear in, and there was just something switched in my head. I'm not saying I've got mental health or anything like that, but there was something in my mind where I felt as though I just didn't want to be there. And I just don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the thought that it was freezing, it was clagged in. My mind just wasn't on it. I just wasn't feeling it. And I thought I could be home in a couple of hours. And that's what I did. I looked at my watch, it was 5 to 4. I put the tent away in about 2 minutes flat, chucked my bag back on my back, and trotted down the fell back to the car in about 25 minutes. Jumped in the car and went home. And all the way home, I was gutted. I was kicking myself. I was like, why didn't I just stay? Why didn't I just stay? And I don't know what the answer is to that. I don't know. I got home. My missus said, what you doing home? And I said, I just didn't fancy it. And she was very supportive. She was saying, hey, you just might not have fancied it. You might not have been in the right frame of mind. And I thought, I don't know. So I'm just going to leave it. So fast forward 2 weeks, which was last weekend. Same again.
looking forward to it. The build up through the week, checking the weather, making sure I've got all my gear, bought a few new items, and I was well up for it. So I drove into Patterdale, where we are today. This is where the Groundhog Day bit comes in. Parked up in the Patterdale Hotel car park. Came up onto Arnison Crag. Got the top. I hung around for a bit because it was a little bit early to pitch the tent. I found somewhere to pitch, put my bag down, and I got the same feeling of dread again. I was like, I don't want to be here. I enjoyed the walking up, but I wasn't getting it. I just didn't feel it. And I sat around a good 10 minutes trying to talk myself into camping and just get the tent out and just put it up and get in. Anyway, cut a long story short there, I whipped the tent back down. Sorry, I didn't whip the tent back down because I didn't have the tent up this last week. I didn't even get out the bag. I just put my bag back on my back, set off walking back down the fell, and I bumped into a group of lads. Got cracking onto them. They obviously seen me big bag. I seen their big bags. I said, oh, where he is off there. It was up on Arnison Crag. I says, I've just walked down there. And they were like, oh, what's up? And I just basically told them I wasn't feeling, I wasn't in the right frame of mind to camp. Anyway, one of the lads, he was a YouTuber. Well, two of the lads were YouTubers, but the first couple of lads walked by, we said, all right, nah. But the second lad, I still had a big crack, a lad called Big Al Outdoors, so we subscribed to each other's channel, and after a big crack, I let them go on their way, and I set off walking back down to the van, and I got so far back down, I thought, you know what, I felt perked up after talking to them, but I thought, well, I'm not going to go back up on Arnison where they are. It was about 4 or 5 of them, and I didn't want to intrude on their space now, so I made my way back to the van, and I had a look on the map to see where I could go. Anyway, I picked out Little Mel Fell. So I drove over to Little Mel Fell, left Patterdale, drove through Woolswater, turned left at Air Force, and got to Little Mel Fell. By this time it was about 20 past 4. Sunset was 10 to 5. So I lashed the bag on, ran up the fell, got to the top, found a spot, put my camera on time lapse, and pulled the poles out my bag, and that's all I did. I chucked the poles back in the bag, stopped my camera, bag back on, ran back down the car and went home. And I was absolutely devastated when I got home. I was like, my God, man, what's happening? What's wrong? Do I just not like it anymore? Do I not want to camp? I was all for like just jacking it all in and just saying, sod it, I'm not going to do it anymore. But then as the week went on, I had a couple of messages from Big Al Outdoors, and the other guy that was out was Butchie Boys Adventures, so we both subscribe to each other now. I've been watching other YouTubers through the week and got the urge to want to go camping again. So anyway, this week I've came out on the Friday, and to be honest with you, when I set off walking earlier, I got so far up and I thought, do I really want to camp? Do I waste my time going up there again? Anyway, I thought, just keep going. You've took a couple hours off work, just keep going. So anyway, I've got up here and here I am. So what I was just wanting to get out there in case there's any other people out there that go through the same thing. Just chuck us a message in the comments. It's good. Probably it's good to talk about it. I know there's another guy out there, Chris Cleave. He suffers a little bit where sometimes he can't even get out the house, but it's not very nice at all. And the other thing I want to say is, if you ever do feel like that, you're going out for a solo camp, there's no shame in doing what your mind's telling you. And if you need to go down, get down off the fell, pack your gear up and go. The fells is going to be there for another day. So that's what I did. Hey, well, that's enough of that waffle. I'm going to finish my can, and then I might have a wander around on the top, see what the crack is, stretch my legs a little bit. Right.
Yes, it's snowing. I don't think this was forecast. Oh. At least this time though, I'm parked in a car park and not up on a pass. So, yeah. I thought I could hear it. I thought it was rain at first, and then when I've come out, it's snow. Yeah, you can see it lying on the tent. A bit of a covering around the bottom there. See down there. It's freezing though. I'm going to go back in, chill out a bit. Hey, back in the tent. But I'm sat here with the door open. The snow's stopped. It actually feels quite mild outside there now, and the wind's eased right off. Keeps coming back now and again, but it's nowhere near what it was earlier. It's actually quite pleasant sitting here with the door open now. It was just the wind preventing us opening the door earlier. Just kept blowing everything all over in the tent. But no, it's quite nice, quite peaceful. I've got the felt of myself, and I'm just enjoying it. Yeah, a little bit of snow there now. Aye. Hey, well, I'm gonna chill out for an hour or so. I'm gonna put my radio on, and I'll probably just get back to you just before I go to bed. Well, I've just been laid down, just chilling for the last hour, listening to the radio. The weather outside, it's been so changeable. Just earlier on there, the wind calmed right down to almost zero, and it was quite mild. But like now, the wind's picked up again. It's snowing again. I've just had the door open a little bit, and it's absolutely Baltic. So that's getting kept shut now. But like I say, a bit of advice: if you're going out and you're checking the weather, just remember that the weather forecast is just a guide. It's not like gospel that that's what the weather's going to be like, because the weather could do quite the opposite. So just make sure you've got all the right gear and equipment to get you through the night. Like I say, make sure you've got your layers, your down clothing, a decent sleeping bag, a decent sleep mat, and a good tent, and you'll be fine. Anyway, I think I'm going to put my stove on, make myself another brew, and I think I'll be settling down for the night. Not long before I get my head down, because I am a little bit tired now as well. I've been up since 10 to 5 this morning. Got to work for 6 o'clock. No, I didn't get to work for 6 o'clock. I got to work for about 5, 20 to 6. So yeah, I'm a little bit tired now. I'm going to give the wife a ring as well. Just let her know I'm alright. Well, that's me brew made. I would normally have my Yorkie now, but to be honest with you, I don't fancy it at the minute. I'm still full after my tea, after my Stag extra hot chili and the spicy Mexican rice. I'm stuffed.
Oh, and I had the sweet mince pie as well afterwards. So, yeah, I don't really want it. I'd only be eating it for the sake of eating it. And I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I'm going to go out and have a wee, brush my teeth, and I'm going to get my head down. So, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night.
Good morning. It's 6 o'clock. I've woke up before my alarm clock was supposed to go off, which I think was set for 6:30. So I thought I may as well get up and start packing some of my gear away and make myself a brew. Sunrise is due to be around about 10 to 8, so we've got a good hour and 3/4 before that. But like I say, I'm going to get most of my gear packed away. If there's going to be a sunrise, then I'll get out and try and get some pictures and some footage. If there isn't going to be a sunrise, then I'll just get the tent dropped and get out off the fell. I didn't have a great night's sleep last night. The wind got up. That kept us awake, but I have just been tossing and turning in general, to be honest with you. Inside the tent, it's pretty dry. I've had the upper part of the tent here open and the vents open outside, and with it being windy, we've had some good air circulation, so that's kept the condensation at bay. A little tip that I picked up from Liam, good bloke outdoors, I put all my daytime gear in the bottom of my sling bag, so when I get that out to put it on, it's going to be nice and warm, because there's not worse than getting up and putting cold clothes on, is there? Anyway, I'm going to get up and get myself sorted and get a brew on. So as you can see, there's a little bit of snow down outside. Not a great lot, just a small dusting of it. And that's what I've always said, you need to come prepared for whatever the weather can throw at you in the winter time. Don't just go off what the weather forecast's saying. Just make sure you bring the extra gear, just so you got your own back covered. In my bag I've got my micro spikes. I don't think I'll need them for that out there, but they're there just in case I do. Anyway, let's get this stove on and make a brew. Just looking across the place fell there, I can see, looks like 3 head torches, people going up the side. Either wild campers or people hoping to get up early and catch a sunrise if we have one. Well, that's my coffee and breakfast done, so I'm going to pack the rest of my gear away. I'll give you a quick look outside. Not much to see out there. There's a light covering of snow, and it's just started snowing again. The sky's covered in Crag. I don't think we're going to get a sunrise, so I'm just going to get all this gear put away, get the tent tucked down, and get back down to the van. Right, that's all the gear packed away in the tent. All sorted there. There's the bag, all packed up. All clear, just ready to take the tent down now. But look at this out here, man. Nice light scattering of snow. All the tops have got a nice covering. Look at this. Looking over a place fell. Angleton pikes, great crag, Hartsop dod, middle dot over there, and Hartsop above Howe. That's looking back up to the summit of Arnison Crag. Coming round, you're looking up onto St Sunday Crag, Burke's, Burkhouse Moor, Catsy come over in the distance, and then Glenridden Dodd and Sheffield Pike, and Nullswater. But no, absolutely stunning. What a morning, eh? What a morning. Looking absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, that was my view last night. Loving it. Just a shame there isn't a sunrise. Never mind, it's just good to be out again. Right, that's all my gear packed in my bag. Bag's over there. So I'm going to get the tent tucked down and get down off this fell, cause it's starting to get a bit chilly now. Anyway, let's get cracked on. Right, that's all the gear packed away. I've just stuffed the tent in its stuff sack and put it in my bag. I'll sort that out when I get home. It's still a little bit damp. It's not soaking, but just damp, so I'll just get that aired off when I get home. So anyway, I've checked the area, made sure I've left no rubbish, made sure I've left no pegs. Always remember to leave no trace. All I've left there is a patch of the footprint of the tent. And that's how it should be. So anyway, let's get back down to the van. That was a canny camp, that. I'll not be doing too much filming on the way back down, because you're saying all this when I was coming up. So what I'll do is, while I'm on the way down, I'll leave you some photographs and some footage. So, and I'll see you when I get back down. See you in a bit. I just had to watch me step come down here because some of the rocks are very slippy, covered in bits of snow. So just taking it steady away. Right, wasn't a bad camp that last night. Not a bad walk up either. It's spot on for those that are new to wild camping. Like I say, it is steep getting up there. There's a few decent spots to get your tent pitched. I showed you a couple of them last night there. But no, it's canny. It's only short. If you do need to bail out, it's not far to get back down to the road or where you're being parked. But no, very enjoyable. Right, I'm not too far from the van now, so I'm going to wrap this video up here. Just reflecting on yesterday's walk and last night's camp. It was a fantastic walk up. It was a hard walk. It was short but steep. With my lack of fitness, I was absolutely knackered. And I'm so pleased. I stuck to my guns, got the tent pitched and stopped out the night. So I'm really pleased with myself on that one. If you've enjoyed the video, why not consider giving us a thumbs up and give us a like. And if you want to receive notifications of any new videos coming out, why not subscribe? It doesn't cost you a penny, but it boosts my morale. If you have any questions to ask about the video, about my equipment, about where I was pitched, or about the stuff I was talking about last night, then leave us a question in the comments and I'll get back to you. But anyway, for now, get yourself out in the great outdoors, stay safe, and always remember, leave no trace, take all your rubbish home with you. Anyway, until next time, catch you later. Ta for now.